Welcome to Ank's English, where we spark your love for English with stories that pull you in and make you want to speak. I'm Ankh, your companion on this adventure. Today, we're diving into a full hour of English shadowing and listening practice, designed to wrap you in the language like a cozy blanket. Imagine living a day so vividly that every word feels natural, like it's yours. Can you picture yourself speaking English with ease, laughing with friends, or sharing stories with family? Maybe you felt stuck, unsure if you'll ever sound fluent. This episode is your chance to break through that doubt. Follow my voice, repeat the sentences, and let the rhythm of English sink in. Whether you're cooking breakfast, walking in the park, or riding the train, this story is yours to carry. Stay with me until the end, and I promise you'll feel bolder, closer to your English dreams. Ready to jump in? Let's start the day. The morning begins with a soft glow creeping over the horizon. The sky is a canvas of peach and lavender, streaks of light brushing my window. I stir in bed, my blanket warm and heavy. My eyes are slow to open, still clinging to sleep. The alarm hums a gentle tune, nudging me awake. I reach over, tap it quiet, and linger for a moment, savoring the stillness. My arms stretch high, fingers brushing the air. My legs extend, toes wiggling. I sit up slowly, a yawn escaping like a quiet sigh. The world feels soft, unhurried. Outside, sparrows chatter, their songs weaving through the dawn. I shuffle to the window, my feet cool on the wooden floor. I pull the curtain aside. A breeze slips in, crisp and tinged with the scent of dew. I breathe deeply, the air clean and sharp. The sky is wide, glowing with promise. A new day waits. I step outside, the porch creaking under my slippers. My neighbor, Mrs. Lynn, is tending her garden. She holds a small spade, digging gently around her marigolds. Her scarf is bright red, catching the sunlight. She looks up and smiles. "Good morning," she calls, her voice warm. "Good morning," I reply, waving back. Her puppy yips, chasing its tail in circles. The street hums with early life. School kids wander by, their backpacks heavy. A girl skips, her ponytail bouncing. A boy tosses a pebble, watching it skitter across the pavement. A woman pushes a stroller, her baby giggling at a dangling toy. A cyclist pedals past, his bell chiming brightly. He wears a green cap, tilted slightly. The air feels alive, buzzing with small, perfect moments. I wave to a jogger across the street. She nods, her earbuds flashing. The morning is bright, busy, yet calm. Back inside, I head to the bathroom. The tiles are cold on my feet, waking me fully. I flick on the light, the mirror reflecting my sleepy face. My hair is a tangle, but I laugh softly. I grab my toothbrush, the bristles moving in steady circles. The minty foam sparks my senses. I rinse, the water cool and refreshing. In the kitchen, my older sister, Leela, is brewing coffee. The rich, earthy smell fills the room. She pours it into 2 mugs, one for her, one for Dad. The steam curls upward, dancing in the light. My younger brother, Sam, is at the stove, flipping pancakes. They sizzle, golden and warm. Mom slices oranges, their citrus scent sharp and bright. Dad sits at the table, scrolling on his tablet. He looks up and says, "Looks like a sunny day. Maybe we'll grill tonight." "Good morning," we all say, our voices blending. The table is a cheerful mess of plates, syrup, and a jar of homemade jam. Sam drops a pancake on the floor and groans. We laugh, and Mom hands him a napkin. "No big deal," she says. We talk about the day, school, work, errands. It's simple, messy, and full of love. I clear my plate, rinsing it under warm water. The soap bubbles pop softly. I dry my hands, the towel soft against my skin. In my room, I check the clock. It's 7:45. Time to move. I pack my bag carefully, a notebook, 2 pens, a water bottle, and an apple for later. I pull on socks, then lace my sneakers. The laces snug. I grab a light jacket. The morning air still has a chill. I double-check my phone, my keys, my wallet. Ready. I call out goodbyes. See you later, Mom. Bye, Dad. Leela shouts, don't forget your scarf. I grin and grab it from the hook. Thanks. The front door swings open and I step into the street. Sunlight spills across the pavement, warming my face. Leaves flutter in a gentle breeze, some skittering across the ground. Mrs. Lynn's puppy barks, wagging its tail. I wave to a neighbor watering his lawn. He nods, his hull spraying a fine mist. Two kids race by on scooters, laughing loudly. The street feels like a song, each note bright and clear. I walk to the bus stop, my steps light. A woman sells flowers on the corner, her buckets bursting with tulips and daisies. Their colors pop, red, yellow, white. I smile at her and she nods back. At the bus stop, a small crowd waits. A man reads a book, his glasses slipping down his nose. A teenager scrolls on her phone, earbuds in. An older woman clutches a shopping bag, humming softly. I check my watch. The bus is due soon. A breeze carries the scent of fresh bread from a nearby bakery. I close my eyes for a moment, savoring it. The bus arrives, its engine rumbling. The doors hiss open. I step on and smile at the driver. Morning, I say. He nods, his cap tilted. Morning to you. I tap my card and find a seat by the window. The seat is soft, the bus warm. I set my bag on my lap and watch the world roll by. Outside, the city wakes fully. A fruit vendor arranges apples in neat rows, their skins glossy. A woman sweeps the sidewalk, her broom steady. A child waves from a car window, her smile wide. I wave back, my heart lifting. The bus crosses a bridge, the river below shimmering like glass. Ducks paddle in lazy circles, their ripples gentle. I lean back, the hum of the engine soothing. The city is a blend of rush and calm. Cars honk, people chat, yet there's peace in the rhythm. My stop nears. I press the bell, the chime sharp. I stand, sling my bag over my shoulder, and step off. Thanks, I call to the driver. Have a great day, he replies. I'm near my office now, a tall building with gleaming windows that catch the sunlight. I climb the steps, my sneakers soft against the stone. My coworker, Maya, waits by the door, her scarf bright blue. Hey, good morning, she says, her voice cheerful. Morning, I reply, matching her energy. We walk inside, the hallway quiet but warm. Lights glow softly and the air smells faintly of paper and ink. I reach my desk, slip off my jacket and hang it on my chair. My bag slides under the desk. I power on my computer, the screen flickering to life. I type my password and emails flood in. One's from my boss, Priya, asking for a project draft. I read it slowly, then start typing a reply, my fingers steady. My co-worker Alex walks by, sipping tea. Big day, he asks, grinning. Always, I say, laughing. He chuckles and moves on. I open my planner, scanning today's tasks. First, a budget report. I dive in, numbers and notes aligning. I tweak a sentence, add a detail, and save the file. Sent. Priya replies quickly, great start, thank you. I smile, a small spark of pride. At 10:30, we break. I head to the kitchen where Maya's pouring coffee. The aroma is bold, grounding. Want a cup? She offers. Definitely, I say, grabbing a mug. Alex brings a tin of shortbread cookies, their buttery scent tempting. Baked these last night, he says proudly. We laugh in grabbing pieces. The cookies crumble perfectly, sweet and rich. We talk about weekend plans. Maya's visiting her parents. Alex is painting his apartment. I mention a plan to hike with friends. The room feels light, easy, like a pause in a busy song. After 20 minutes, we tidy up. I rinse my mug, the water warm on my hands. Back at my desk, I tackle a client email. Their question is complex, but I find the answer in a shared file. I reply clearly, double-checking my words. They write back, thanks, that's perfect. I nod to myself, satisfied. Noon brings our team meeting. We gather in a bright room, sunlight streaming through wide windows. Priya starts, her voice clear and warm. She shares updates on a new campaign, her hands gesturing with excitement. I take notes, my pen scratching softly. Maya suggests a new approach, and Alex sketches a chart on the whiteboard. I add a thought, and Priya nods. Solid idea, she says. The meeting hums with energy, ideas bouncing. It ends, and we scatter, recharged. Lunchtime calls, my stomach rumbling. In the break room, the air smells of warm rice and herbs. Maya's eating a wrap, its greens vibrant. Alex has soup, steam rising. I open my lunchbox, quinoa salad with roasted vegetables, fresh and colorful. We eat, swapping stories. Maya talks about a book she's reading. Alex shares a funny story about his cat. I mention a podcast I love. The room feels like home, warm with laughter. After lunch, I step outside for air. A small courtyard nearby blooms with life. Kids play tag, their shouts echoing. A man strums the guitar under a tree, the notes soft. I sit on a bench, the sun warming my face. A breeze carries the scent of lavender from a nearby planter. I close my eyes, letting the moment settle. Time nudges me back. At my desk, I open a design file, tweaking colors and text. Maya stops by, offering a piece of gum. Thanks, I say, the mint sharp. I finish the design, save it, and send it to Priya. She replies, love the creativity. I grin, energized. A client calls, their voice quick. I listen, jot notes, and guide them through a solution. They thank me warmly. My pleasure, I say. The afternoon flows, tasks stacking and clearing like waves. By 4:50, the office quiets. I save my work, shut down my computer, and stretch, my shoulders easing. Maya waves. See you tomorrow, she calls. You too, I reply. I grab my bag, slip on my jacket, and head out. The evening sky is a soft orange, clouds drifting lazily. Streetlights glow, casting warm pools of light. A vendor sells chestnuts, their smoky scent tempting. I reach the bus stop where a small group waits. A boy kicks a can, grinning. An older man reads a newspaper, his glasses low. The bus pulls up, its doors opening with a sigh. I step on, greeting the driver. Evening, I say. He smiles. Evening. I find my window seat, the city unfolding outside. A bookstore glows, its shelves inviting. A couple shares ice cream, laughing. The bus crosses the river again, its water now dark, reflecting streetlights. I lean back, the ride smooth. My stop arrives. I thank the driver and step off. The air is cooler, the stars just peeking out. I walk home, passing houses with lit windows. A cat darts across the street, its eyes glinting. I reach my door, keys jingling. Inside, the house is warm, alive with the smell of spices. Leela stirring a pot, the steam fragrant with cumin. Mom's folding towels, her hands quick. Welcome home, she says. Thanks, I reply, kicking off my shoes. Sam runs up, waving a toy plane. Look, it flies, he shouts. Cool, I say, watching it soar. Dinner's ready, Leela calls. The table is set with care. Plates, glasses, a small bowl of olives. We sit, digging into spiced chicken, rice, and roasted peppers. Dad talks about a new project at work. Mom shares a neighbor's funny story. Leela describes a dance class she tried. Sam spills sauce and giggles. We clean it up, no fuss. The meal is loud, warm, ours. After dinner, we clear the table together. I wash dishes, the water soothing. Leela dries, Sam stacks. Dad brews tea, the kettle whistling. We settle in the living room, the air cozy. Mom knits, her needles clicking rhythmically. Dad scrolls through photos on his phone, showing us a sunset he captured. Leela plays with her cat, its bell jingling. Sam builds a tower with blocks, narrating a story. I call my aunt, her voice bright despite the late hour. We talk about her garden, her new recipe for soup. She asks about my day. Busy but good, I say. She laughs. That's my kid. After the call, I step outside. The night is crisp, stars sharp against the sky. A neighbor's dog barks softly. I wave to Mrs. Lynn, locking her gate. Beautiful night, she says. Absolutely, I reply. Back inside, I read to Sam. He's curled in bed, his blanket soft. The story is about a curious rabbit hopping through a forest. His eyes glow, then droop. Good night, I whisper. Night, he mumbles. I brush my teeth, the water cool on my face. In my room, I jot in my journal. Today was full, alive, enough. I close the curtains, the night quiet outside. Slipping into bed, I pull the blanket close. The pillow is soft, inviting. I turn off the lamp, darkness settling. Outside, a breeze hums, leaves rustling. The world is still, resting. I breathe deeply, gratitude warm in my chest. Tomorrow is another day. For now, I'm here. Good night, world. Sleep well. You did it! A full hour of listening, shadowing, and breathing English with Ank's English. You followed every moment, spoke every word, and took a big step toward fluency. I'm so proud of you. Keep practicing, keep dreaming, and keep shining. Subscribe, share this with a friend, and let's make English your strength. This is Ank signing off. Until next time, keep speaking. This story is crafted to fill a 60-minute video with expanded scenes and rich sensory details to keep listeners engaged. The pacing allows for shadowing practice, and the tone shifts naturally with the day's emotions. Calm in the morning, lively at work, worn at home, and reflective at night. Let me know if you need tweaks or more length.